Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. It is Friday, and that means it's time to conduct science here as we rank 8-bit Nintendo games. My name is Jeff Gerstmann. We've been building this list. This is episode 66 of this weekly monstrosity, and the list is over 400 games long. That's a very long list. That's a very long list. If you want to suggest games to go on the list, you know, if you want to bump your favorite or least favorite game up the list so it gets scienced more quickly, you can do so at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann and join the advisory panel today. There's multiple tiers. You can go there and get bonus shows, ad-free podcasts. Just last night, I posted a unboxing video of the PlayStation 5 Pro that inadvertently featured one of my bare feet for a brief period of time. So if you were into the hot stuff, patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. Man, my brain is destroyed. Destroyed by wrestling. Mega Man 2 sits at the top of the list, and long may it reign. I don't. It has been there for over 20 episodes now. You know, Bionic Commando was our number one game for a really good long time, and it's hard to argue with either of those games. But we'll see if we can find a new number one here this week as we scroll down the list here. What's at the bottom? Raid 2020 and Operation Secret Storm, and the currently the lowest ranked licensed game, The Uncanny X-Men, which is a bad video game. These are all bad video games. Here at the bottom of the list. That's how science works. It puts the good games near the top. It puts the bad games near the bottom. And as the list gets longer, eventually you find a weird dividing line where you're like, oh, everything below this line is terrible. But I don't know where that line currently is. Let's get into it with our first game. I can't use any of those buttons because as this transition to 4K happens around here, I have got to rework a lot of the buttons. I'm just still, not sure if it's going to work, so I'm afraid to make a bunch of changes and then have to just change it back when things break. But well, it's been going okay. Let's jump into our first game. It's another Black Box classic. The batch of first-party published early NES games that all had roughly the same style. And this game's a little game called Wild Gunman. Perhaps best known for its appearance in Back to the Future 2. Smoked. This is a game, now, a lot of these games are about as difficult or sometimes more difficult to play without the light gun. This one is significantly easier to play without a light gun because, the throw on the zapper trigger was a lot longer than the throw on my mouse button. And it's not like you have to actually draw. I can just hold the gun on this guy and push the button when he says fire, and then he gets smoked. But yeah, if you try to holster the gun and play properly, or hold it at your waist and and draw on these guys. You know, it was always a much more difficult game. But this is, you know, I feel like of the kind of early light gun games, this Hogan's Alley, Duck Hunt, this is the one with the least going on. This is the one I encountered the least as well, back when it was all new. Because I think everyone knew that, you know, hey, there's nothing happening in this game. I like this guy the best. He seems the coolest. But yeah, this is, you know, when you think about it as a game in an arcade or something like that, like you put a quarter in and try to shoot some guys, like, you know, like there's some sense to it. You know, whether that's a Play Choice 10 or, you know, whatever the verses or, you know, whatever you got there. Oops. I like that when I shoot early, it doesn't kill him. It just says foul and he gets to walk away. That's how gunfights work. Hey, you fouled me, buddy. But these are good sprites for these guys. I don't know. Yeah, they all, you know, a series of interesting hats. Blew his drawers off. But these are all bad guys. That's why they have rewards, right? I mean, there's just because they're evil. Is this like the most violent NES game of, you know, 1985 or something? Like, you know, it's not that you're like physically blowing holes in these guys, but at the same time, like you're pulling the trigger on these guys and they are getting knocked back. Their hat is, you know, like it's pretty compared to a lot of the other action in these games. You know, the ducks don't shoot back. This is, yeah, okay. I like that he just shuffles away. They give him the whole time. It doesn't just... So then we have, that was game A. We've got 2 outlaws, which, much like 1 duck and 2 duck mode, now there are 2 of them. So the thing here is that this adds... The thing that this mode adds is they don't always say fire at the same time. And so it's a situation where not only do you have to look at the gunman times and go, okay, who's going to shoot first? Let's make sure we get that one first. But also, as we proceed here a little bit, they don't always draw at the same time. And so you have to kind of figure out, okay, who do I need to shoot first? and what's going to happen here, and you know, there's it gives the game like some kind of mystery. See, that's a case of like, oh, dude, that guy just didn't even want none. But he had the shorter time, so I was gonna hover the, you know, like you'd aim at that guy because you know he's gonna go off first. But he didn't go off at all. So, you know, if you shot that guy, that'd be a foul, and you got to go to the other guy. I feel like as a 2-on-1 duels go, this is really messed up. Conceptually, like, am I the wild gunman and these guys are all bad? Like, because they all have rewards, so presumably they're bad people. 0.4, man. I'm saying if I shoot them, you know, unsportsmanlike, they get to walk away with a foul. Which, if they were truly bad guys, I feel like that wouldn't be allowed. And people wouldn't necessarily mind if, like, oh, I just shot him anyway. I just figured I'd smoke him. But I don't. This was the game that you didn't see much of, or I didn't see much of, and I feel like that's for a reason. You know, it's not good. There's just not enough to it. Like even for the just razor thin games that, you know, the light gun games that shipped on this thing in the early days. Like, there's just nothing here, man. You want some? That's right, walk away. I mean, there's a $5,000 reward on that guy's head, but we're just going to let him leave. Also, I shot that guy in the junk, not his hat. So, for him to raise his hat up. You know, it wouldn't be until we got, you know, into newer video games like Soldier of Fortune that shooting people in different parts of the body would result in the type of feedback we're looking for here. So I don't want. This is. Whoa! How did I miss him? Or was I over on both? Jeez, couldn't even pull a .4. Yeah, but Nintendo kind of has a long history with the Wild Gunman name, and, you know, various things that they made over the years. In arcades, like with video and stuff. It's a weird, yeah. So like in a weird way, this is kind of continuing that lineage. And you know, if one guy and two guys not enough for you, maybe you need a whole gang. Oh, I missed. Jeez. It's like that Hogan's Alley mode, except there are no good guys. You just have to smoke everybody. Wave 2. And it's just the same. Yeah, here's the saloon again. Ah. And that's Wild Gunman. It's I feel like there's no mode in this that lets you, that feels different enough to matter. The gangbang here on Game C is not nearly satisfying enough. At least when with Hogan's Alley, when you got away from the just like gun range thing, you got into the scrolling stuff, the hey, you're gonna scroll and these people are gonna come out, and then you got into the tin can shooting thing. Duck Hunt, the skeet shooting is like a little bit different than the other stuff, but all the gang mode does is really just remove the timers, and you kind of have to deal with the randomness of the environment, but that's just not enough. It's not enough, and none of the modes are satisfying. Which is maybe the larger problem, is I just don't think any of this is any good. Especially compared to the other light gun games that were coming out on the platform. It's super thin. Something that if you could put a quarter into a machine and play it for a little bit, and I want to say that maybe I'm just fucking crazy, but there have been games like this that like knew that you were pointing the gun at the screen, and so it would force you to holster the gun, and so it would force you to actually draw and shoot. But this just, you just point the gun at the guy, and as soon as he draws, you pull the trigger, and then it gets down to like 0.4 of a second, and it's just, that's not. They always stand to the center of the screen in the single guy mode. In two guy mode, they're always in the same spot too, and it's none of that is engaging. It's this weird situation where, like, for what they made, it's made reasonably well. I think you could make a more engaging gunfight, gun duel, 10 paces, guns at dawn, high noon type of thing. I think you could do more with that, and I think they just didn't. But also I think that the limitation of the zapper, I mean, it not being able to detect that it's being pointed at the screen to force you to kind of play fair. Like if it had that, they could have built you would change all the timing and tolerances and everything else to account for that, of course. But you could do a more honest or more kind of fulfilling version of this, I think, if the technology was better. But it's not. And so they made what they could, and it's still just not very good. It's still just not very good. But it's not, it's not broken. I don't know. Like it's certainly not a good game. But I can't sit here and tell you that it is, as bad as, this fucking Port of Tubin. But like, it's worse than Godzilla Monster of Monsters. It feels like, actually, a lot of ways it feels about as empty, just as vacuous as a Magic Johnson's Fast Break. Like it feel, maybe is that the Addams Family is a better game. It's got multiple bone rooms. There are no bone rooms whatsoever in Wild Gunman. Yeah, Raid on Bungling Bay is a better game. This is a weird one to rank. But yeah, to be honest, I've always thought ill of Wild Gunman, and going back and playing it here after not really messing with it for a while, it's it's barely even a mini game collection. Like this just be like this is a part of WarioWare, and that's the only time you ever think about it. Is it worse than Mario's Time Machine, though? I mean, yeah, I suppose it is. I mean, it's better than Silver Surfer. It's not as good as Break Time, the National Pool Tour. It's no Castle Quest. It's not as good as American Gladiators, I would say. Is it better or worse than Castellian? Nebulous, for those of you playing on the old ZX on your Specky. The Tower of Eyes. Castellian's a miserable experience, but it's a game with stuff in it and levels and places, and like you can go up. If Wild Gunman is a single screen where you just go like just pull the trigger over and over again. But I do like the design of the guys. It's got that going for it. It's got that going for it. It's okay. It's better than Castellian, but like that's such a weird comparison to have to make. That's the science is not always easy. We have to be brave. We have to be bold in our science. That's just the way it goes. Is it better or worse than The Adventures of Rad Gravity? Yeah, it's better than that too. All right, it's our new number 322. Congratulations to Wild Gunman. This might be this is, I believe, now the lowest ranked first party game. Because I don't think even To the Earth got down this low, did it? Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, so To the Earth is the worst. Oh, Donkey Kong Jr. Math is down here too. Okay, so there are a couple of games down here on the list. Okay. Let's try and copy this over. Notion is thinking about it. Notion's like, you want to copy 402 lines of text to a clipboard? I'm sorry, that's going to take a while. There we go. Our new number 322. Congratulations to Nintendo for this hot video game. What's up next? It is... I'm scrolling down the list here to where I keep it. Lasandis wanted to see this one. This is... Okay. So this was a game I believe we'll be able to play it just fine because it is this is a Power Glove game, but I think it will work here. we'll get a sense of that, and you know, if we have to figure something else out, we will. But I believe that we're not going to have any trouble here. Bad Street Brawler. Straight off of Bad Street USA. This is the sequel to oh, we're playing here. Okay. Up to jump, down to crouch, great. That appears to be my two moves. Oh, ear twist if I hit both buttons at the same time. Boy, the music suddenly got bad. Kick that fucking dog. So this was on Commodore 64. It's like, what's the other one? Is the other one's called like Bad Street? Is it Bad Street Wrestling? No. And so, like in that game, like the wrestling game, you played as this like, it's like Billy Graham looking dude, Bop and Rumble, right? Yes, Bop and Rumble, and Bop and, is it Bop and Rumble and Bop and Wrestle? Is it? Anyway. Well, we're running low on time. Guy with a knife showed up, and then because time ran out, my health started just draining. All right, I guess the... I cannot do any jump attacks. This music is so... Wait. Looks like if I hold the punch button down... Okay, can I... So if I hold the punch button down and just keep rocking the stick back and forth... Okay. So if I hold kick and just jerk the joystick around, it'll keep kicking, but it still seems like that's the only kick he has. This is, I'm bad. Oh, I have different moves in stage 2. What? Like here, have some like worse attacks? Bioforce Ape out here. He bananaed me. Oh wait, that's health. Instead of bringing me more health, that guy just set a bomb down. Thank you. Have we already run through all of the enemies in the game that they're already at? Like, well, what if you faced 2 of them at the same time? This sucks. Gotta get all this garbage off the streets. No more banana hijinks. Yeah, let's have moves with way more wind-up on them. That's what this game needs. If we could have like a billion more frames of startup on the punch, that'd be good. This is licensed? This was licensed? It's no good. Oh no. I got skateboarded to death. Yeah, friends come and go, but enemies accumulate. And I gotta start at the beginning of the frickin' level again. What a piece of shit. This is profound in its attitude. Oh man, they were not messing around with my with my repeated kick tactics here. With games like this attached to it, you know, it's a wonder why the Power Glove is not still with us today. The Power Glove is truly like a scam in terms of the level of interactivity you have with that. I mean, you know, like everyone likes to joke about it and whatever, but like, as a Power Glove owner, somewhere, I have one somewhere, I don't know where. It's a terrible device. Unless you like pretending to be the Predator, in which case you can take it and put it on and then not hook it up to anything, and then you've got buttons on your wrist that you can go and that's cool. That is the best thing you can do with a Power Glove. The Power Glove was dog shit when it came out. There was never a time when people were like, oh dude, unless it wasn't out yet, you know, unless you just saw an ad for it and you were like, oh wow. Same with the U-Force. The U-Force is a terrible device. Maybe even worse than the Power Glove in some ways. Guy's dumping. Health, health, health. I need it so bad. Gotta go. The timer in these levels is short, guys. I don't have time to play banana with you. No time for banana hijinks. I've got a skateboarder to lose to. I don't even know how I'm supposed to hit him. There, I got like one hit on him. Yeah, we're out of hell. We're out of time. It's over. Seems like if I just like get him as he's coming on screen, that maybe that's the way to do it, is to just stand on the edge of the screen and kick like a maniac. See you later, guys. It's like Kung Fu, but miserable. You get to the end of the stage and the bad guys run away. So you can get in these cool boss fights. Oh, the health. I missed it. Okay, well. stupid video game. Yeah, take that. Vaguely Duke Nukem-esque. Yeah, see? So now this attack is I just crouch run. I just do the Gears of War run across the screen, and it's a shoulder charge. And then I can do, okay, I can punch, or okay, that's more of a grab with the knee. And we have the ear twist once again. Thank God. Uh-oh. All hell is broken loose. Did it not like that I was just bull running my way through everything? Intriguing. Wow. What an experience. There's really nothing redeeming about this. It's, you know, you can't really... Like, just conceptually, this idea of, hey, every level we're going to change your moves and sometimes they're worse is such a busted concept. And the way the timer is, you know, the like pretty quick timer means you have to just bypass a lot of the fights anyway. Also, bypassing most of those fights is super easy. And so, yeah, it's a really weird situation, man. Like, just because all the ideas seem bad. And apparently that bull ram will apparently crash the, yeah, that's apparently an actual real thing. From looking at chat and looking at, yeah, it seems like the bull ram actually seems kind of cool because it moves you quickly. And so in this idea that you want to like rush through the stage as quickly as possible, but whoops, if you do that, you're going to break everything. It's terrible. It's a terrible video game. Which is a shame because like you move quickly, like the jump is, you push up the jump, which is not ideal. but like it works just well enough from a control perspective. You go like, well, put it this way, it's a game that works better here. It functions better here with, maybe some exception, than it did on the Commodore 64 on a joystick with one button, and the speed at which that thing ran, and so it's got that going for it in some sick way. That's not really germane to the rankings here, to the science we're conducting, but that's an interesting twist, I suppose. It's terrible. Like the execution of it is really poor, and a lot of the fights are really uninteresting. And you end up in a situation where like, oh, like I've got two moves here, neither of which are like perfect for this. Like if you want to hit the dogs or something, you hit low, but sometimes you don't really have a great low attack. Like it's got too much wind up on it, or it's got something else going on. And you see that they will go stages without putting dogs in it, almost like they were tested it and we're like, oh, well, there's no way to beat these dogs or whatever. It's really terrible. It's really, really terrible. I'm impressed that this is as bad as it is, like that's interesting in and of itself. Like I can't, like, it's fucking unbelievable that like, that's something that like developers put together, human hands decided to build that. Human brains came together, and bad Street Brawler for the NES was the result. I'll put it to you this way. You'd be better off with a copy of Wild Gunman. You would much rather play Castellian, which is not a good game, like not a good game, but like plays by a certain set of rules. Castellian is particular in the way that you move. It's deliberate in the way that it is infuriating. This just feels like fucking slop. This feels like it was farted out. This feels like, oh man, I don't know. We were making this thing anyway, and we weren't even sure if we were going to do it, and then they needed a game to put out with the Power Glove, and so, here we decided to just fucking crank this thing out. Like it's really fucking bad, dude. I mean, it's certainly worse than a Wayne Gretzky hockey. You'd be better off with that crummy Portatubin. Dare I say it? Gauntlet is a better time. Which is, oh my God. It hurts to even say. I would even go so far as to say, yes, Time Lord is a better game. You'd be definitely better off with Wally Bear and the No Gang. Though, this does have its messages at the bottom of those stages. You'd be better served with a copy of Super Pitfall, that's for sure. As well as The Last Ninja. Predator's got big mode. This has ass mode. Like nonstop fuck you mode. So Predator is a better game. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a better game. Man. Oh, let's see here. This is getting tough. It's, Is it? It's worse than Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the Ubisoft version. It's like right there with Major League Baseball for some of the same reasons, even. And I'm trying to like make sure that you gotta filter out your personal feelings here, because I think it's hard to find games worse than To the Earth. But if we really think about it, Bad Street Brawler is scientifically worse than Beetlejuice, than Swamp Thing. It's worse than Power Punch 2. But there's a kinship there. There's a disgusting kinship with Power Punch 2 and Bad Street Brawler. Like, they're both just the similar type of fucking janky, just fucked up. Like, this is like no one wants to do this. It's better than the Blues Brothers. It's better than Dudes with Attitude. It's worse than Wet Waldo. Wet Waldo. It's worse than that. It's worse than Donkey Kong Jr. Math. This is our new number 391. This is our new number 391. Yeah. Better than Dudes with Attitude. That's interesting. I would not have... I figured this was just going to be like some middle-of-the-road fucking... Like, hey, whatever, man, kind of game. But it's like it's a really fascinating type of bad in terms of its scope and just all of that stuff. Like you think about other belt scrollers on the system. It's fucking miserable, dude. And there you have it. Number 391. It's very close to the bottom of the list. I would not have expected it. But here we are. Wow. Okay. Up next, Anders wanted to see this. This is... I loaded this up for a second last week just to figure out, just to get a look at what it was. I was pretty sure I knew what it was, but that's wrong. That's anyway. Discord just went down. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the entirety of the internet went down. Okay, it's back. I'm still here, in theory. This is a little game called, known as, referred to by the name of, in the streets we call it Infiltrator. I'm not sure that I would have put my name on this. Licensed, released by Mindscape. It's a helicopter. Let's begin flying mission 1. At the Infiltrator's home/weapons lab/dinner theater, yet another urgent message arrives. Jimbo, baby, we need your help at once. The mad leader is on the loose again. penetrate his chemical labs and neutralize a vat of deadly nerve gas. Good luck. I love fun. Meanwhile, at the not-so-pleasant headquarters of the Mad Leader, I love this light, just good time writing. We're just having fun over here. This fucking guy. You can't stop me this time, McGibbets. Back at home base, Jimbo Baby's ultra-sophisticated Gizmo DHX-3 attack chopper stands ready for action. Okay. Here we are. All right. Good. Good. This time. We're in whisper mode now. Now we're out of whisper mode. Request identification. We need to respond a certain... wait, we need to... Good. Maybe we'll go higher this time. All right, we'll accelerate and start moving forward. Uh-oh. All right, we've switched to missiles. Sure. Okay, we've got whisper mode, we've got turbo. I don't know what S is. Okay, status. R is the radio. F is for flares. No. C is for like... I thought flares and chaff would have been... We have guns. Alright, let's gain a little more. I think the big problem is I have no idea where I need to go. Oh, I was losing altitude that whole time. I was not paying attention to my altimeter. Okay. So if the manual is to be believed for this, like, you can respond to like you can request identification from other helicopters and other stuff that you see, and like not fight it, basically. You can respond with one of two code phrases, one of which you're supposed to like respond to friendlies and one you're supposed to use to respond to enemies. And if you respond with the right one, then in a general sense it's supposed to. But I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's. Infiltrator is the good guy one. Oh, I said the wrong thing. And Overlord is the bad guy one. And start and select go like, so you see these letters on the sides of my control panel here. Select goes this way. Nimrod requesting ID. So he's probably a bad guy with the name of Nimrod, so we'll send Overlord. Oh, no. Okay, maybe Nimrod was a good guy and I sent the bad guy one? Oh, jeez. I guess I'm just not really like the picture of the plane there in the middle that just keeps pointing random directions here, even though I'm not really moving. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. So if I had hit request identification first, then I think that means, oh, well, maybe I can still. Oh, no. Well, fuck him. Who cares? So if I request ID first, then they'll send me back a call sign, and I can use that to deduce, like, oh, is this a good guy or a bad guy? But I thought I was supposed to go somewhere. Maybe because I shot at him first. Maybe that's, maybe we're not. So yeah, I can, if you hold down A, that will change your speed. Or if you hold down A and push up and down, that'll change your overall speed. And then holding down A and left and right will kind of, it'll turn the helicopter, as opposed to if you're not holding it, it'll turn the helicopter. The manual led me to believe that it would do separate things here. Maybe if we just stop here. If the ADF is turning randomly, it has not been properly programmed at the communications terminal. Oh, okay. Well, I can't go to the communications terminal. Oh, because it's broken. And there it says ADF 20.3. I don't know if that's, if I can change it there or... Well, we crashed into the ground. ADF 20.3. Oh, we do have a map here if it hasn't been destroyed yet. There. What a pointless... Blow up real good, scuzzbag. Okay, I'm not hitting that. Oh, my radio's out. This is this is something, man. Oh, that's bad. I think the part where I need to control the helicopter is gone bad, and I can't really... Okay, we can't really steer it. This is sort of a problem. This is gonna be an issue. Hit turbo. Fuck it. Can't really steer. Can't slow down. So I think the other option here might start us at the thing you do when you get to where you're going. Active item, papers. It's like spy versus spy all of a sudden. I found a photo of Elvis. This is a lot like spy versus spy all of a sudden. My papers seem to be in order. Oh, what? He wanted to see him again, and I left the room? If I change my uniform, will that get me out of trouble? Ah! I got stuck searching through something and didn't even mean to. There's an ambition here. You know, like there's... Well, I thought maybe if I had the metal detector or the mine sweeper on, that maybe that would... I would just want to see what that looks like. No, it made a beep noise, but that didn't... You don't disarm the mines. It just lets you know that there's a mine. Wow. What a picture. What a everything. What a package this is. This guy, look at him. Look at this art. And I mean the entire game. Look at this art. No, no, no. I will not. I will not fly the helicopter again. Can I use the stick of gum? No. Oh, here, now we're getting somewhere. Ooh, a map of Hollywood. Well, there was a whole lot of nothing there. Changing uniform doesn't seem like it does much of anything. Oh, come on. This little guy bops around at a good clip. He's moving fast. Well, I walked up a little bit and it accidentally started searching that thing instead of me wanting to show my papers to the man. Alarm's already going off. That's good. But my papers. This is amazing. This is like the worst Castle Wolfenstein ever. What? Oh, he doesn't like that I'm searching shit. Okay, I guess I can't go search shit. This game is fascinating in its insane depth. Not the sort of thing you necessarily want to play on a 2-button controller, or I guess a 4-button controller if we count start and select, because your friend Chris certainly used every button on the thing. Chris and Nick Gray. I feel like they did stuff, right? Like there's not just this, if I remember right. This music is a fucking abysmal, though. It's hard to handle. It's really hard to handle. That I'd say that about that entire game. It's really hard to handle. Flight simulators on this platform always kind of have to get creative with the controls. You know, it's like, oh, you need to hold down this button and push left to do this, and you know, like, okay, if you want to go fast, you need to hold this, do this, and but this is like, this takes this to the next level in the helicopter, because you've got the different weapons, you've got your countermeasures, You've got the radio. You've got a status screen with a map on it. You've got turbo mode and whisper mode for the helicopter itself. Like there's a... You know, would this game be smoother if you reduced that number of options and instead focused on just like, you know, better combat or whatever? Like, yeah, it'd be smoother, but it'd be pointless. You know, like it'd be like, oh, okay, here's another generic helicopter game. Like, what are you even doing? This game has moxie to just be like, no, fuck it. This is a computer game and we're going to cram all this bullshit into here and figure out a way to make it work on the controller and just hope for the best. And I think that makes it interesting. It's terrible. Like, make no mistake. It's a terrible video game. The sense of humor, the look of it, the just all of that stuff does not play out the way you want it to. But it's definitely got something going on. And the out of helicopter experience of walking around is clumsy and awkward in its own way. You know, not entirely dissimilar to the helicopter section of the game where it's just like, okay, you got a lot going on here. And you know, if you had maybe gone a little bit more simple here, you could have had a better playing video game, but not to the degree that it matters. It's not like it was going to be amazing, you know. So in a weird way, by going for it on the complexity, it gives it an identity that it just wouldn't have otherwise. And I guess I like that about it. Like it's kind of cool for as far as bad games go. In terms of showing papers and walking around that facility and doing all of that, to me, that part of the game looks like this weird cross section of like visually the HUD and setup and camera angle or whatever you want to call it is very similar to Spy vs. Spy. You're walking around searching objects just like you did in Spy vs. Spy. The map is where it would be in that game. But the options at your disposal, except that you don't have a pistol, but you know, but the idea of showing your papers and the way that functions almost seems like beyond Castle Wolfenstein, not the original Castle Wolfenstein, but beyond Castle Wolfenstein, which had papers. The first game did not, and so it's like you see some of those reference points of like, oh yeah, okay, I see where you know, I'm like, yeah, you kind of, you know, you're cribbing from one of the greatest computer games ever made from that era. Well, you know, look, if we want to, I'll qualify that by saying I actually think Castle Wolfenstein is better than Beyond Castle Wolfenstein for similar reasons. Like Beyond Castle Wolfenstein ups the complexity of the game and ups the complexity of the simulation ever so slightly in ways that actually don't make it more fun. Castle Wolfenstein is just the right level of fuckery to work, and it's amazing. But Beyond Castle Wolfenstein is still good. It's just not better in the way that you want it to, I guess. And so it's interesting to see that here, like a very clear cross between that type of game and Spy vs. Spy. And then also this fucking bonkers helicopter sim that lets you talk to people on the radio and maybe talk your way out of combat. Like it's a helicopter simulator and an M sim all rolled into one. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous conceptually. And so there's a boldness to that I can't help but like appreciate, especially when we look at the oversimplicity of, you know, like some of the stuff we play today. Even first party Nintendo, a Wild Gunman or something like that, is just like, yeah, pull the trigger. That's it. That's the whole game. Pull the trigger. Or a bad Street Brawler, which is, like complex and garbagey in its own way. Infiltrator is not a good game, but it is a game that now that I have like played it and done a little bit of something in it is going to stick with me in a way that I wish it wouldn't. I'm going to spend more time thinking about Infiltrator than anyone should now because of this. And yeah, was it better on a computer where you could, you could push keys on the keyboard to do that sort of stuff? Maybe. Because the interface is not like impossible to contend with. You once you read the manual and learn what the letters do, you're like, okay, T is turbo, W is whisper. Here's why you want to use whisper. Because if you're landing near an enemy compound, you want to make sure you do so quietly, apparently. Otherwise, I imagine the alarm will just be set off, or maybe they'll just shoot you down and it'll end or whatever. I don't know. This is like an interesting concept. And I think that's cool. But man, it's not a good game. And so that makes it very difficult to rank. Well, I think. I don't know. Well, let's try it. It's better than Bad Street Brawler. It's better than Time Lord. It's better than Jordan versus Bird 1-on-1. It's better than Silver Surfer. It's better than Roller Games. It's better than Break Time, the National Pool Tour. It's better than Magic Johnson's Fast Break. But like, yeah, is it in a Home Alone type territory? There's definitely some similarities between this and Home Alone in terms of like games with ideas, right? I think Infiltrator is better than Home Alone. It's better than Godzilla Monster of Monsters. It's better than Supercars. Is it better than Victory Road, dude? No. It's there's interesting. Victory Road is like a fucking insane fever dream of a game, and that's what it has going for it. And in some ways, I suppose you could say it is like better programmed than the first Ikari Warriors, though I appreciate the purity of the first Ikari Warriors over the like random bullshit and vacuum mirrors and all the other fucking shit that's in Victory Road. But that's not the science talking, that's me talking. Scientifically speaking, is Infiltrator better than Victory Road? Yeah. So, okay, what we're looking at here realistically is it's better than Victory Road. It's not as good as Renegade. It is... this is it's better than Captain America and the Avengers. Though Captain America and the Avengers is significantly more playable of a video game, it's fucking boring as shit. This is the opposite, where it is in some ways barely playable, but is way more fascinating. It's what a weird... It's not as good as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is it better or worse than Bram Stoker's Dracula? It's better. Just barely, but it's better. Bram Stoker's Dracula, is it? Is another game that I wish I was not thinking about at all, but have been. Infiltrator. Infiltrator is like, the interesting thing about Infiltrator is that when you look at it, you think you know exactly what it is. You go like, oh, it's another one of these fucking flight sims. These games are miserable here. Like this is, no one wants to do this. Why are we doing this? But like there's a lot more kind of under the surface with it, and that's the point, right? It's our new number 289. Not as good as the NES port of Joust, which is not amazing. It is still Joust. But if you want to play Joust on an NES, you should just be playing Balloon Fight. I mean, come on. Tim wanted the next game. And let's see how this one goes, man. This is this is the official TV game show, according to its box art, from your friends at Game Tech and IJE Incorporated. It's Family Feud. This is barely recognizable as the Family Feud theme song. If you hid this image from your eyes and just listened to this, you would not go, oh, Family Feud. This is a really terrible. Like it's there, like the music is there underneath all this other horse shit. Who is this fuck face? When did this game come out? Which host? We're the family. The music is terrible. I mean, he's stopping to kiss everybody, so that's a very Dawson. It's a very, these are very Dawson moves. Dad's Feud. Okay. How many houses are there? Oh. They rang in before I could. I'm going to say 12. Shit. How many houses are there in a kid's paper route? Like 20. I mean, okay, what am I looking at here? Just punch in a random number and hope it's in the top 11? This is a miserable survey. 48, you know, like what? And they're running the fucking table on it. Like, fuck you. What the fuck is happening? We don't even get to see what their wrong answers are. This is all happening so fast. Like I'm really 60. Okay, sure. Fuck me, I guess. Uh-huh. Thanksgiving. Eat and drink too much. Good answer. Yeah, let's play. Let's play. Let's try Christmas. Wedding, yeah, wedding. Good answer. Wedding. Oh. Office party? Office party? Well, just party. Birth? I mean, birthday would probably just fall under party, I would assume. We get to cheat. Prom? I mean, people shouldn't be... Super Bowl? Yeah, let's try Super Bowl. Oops. Oh, this is not... The big game. This is not gonna go. Yeah. Barbecue? Like a barbecue, like a cookout, kind of like, hey, we're having a barbecue. An occasion when people, yeah, St. Patrick's Day, is that gonna... It's gonna be like sports or something really stupid. It doesn't tell you what they tried. I mean, is it going to tell us what else was on the board? New Year's! Birthday! Oh, I guess birthday and party are indeed two separate things. Gran's Feud. Where was this game made? Gran. German Shepherd. Is that ARD or HARD? Am I not? Shepherd. It's, yeah, because it's a, yeah. H-E-R-D. Shepherd. Golden Retriever. This, ugh. Huh. Can't fit. It doesn't fit. Maybe I just put in retriever. Okay. What about like a Great Dane? Are Dalmatians big? Let's find out. Did I spell that wrong? Well, now we'll never know. A greyhound. Yeah, greyhound. Yeah, greyhound. Right. Greyhounds. Like, is it Doberman? Like, Doberman's not a especially large dog, but okay. Labrador. Aren't labs small? Yeah, maybe pit bull is the right answer. I mean, pit bulls aren't big though. A husky, yeah, husky. Okay, apparently not. Dogs, man. A collie? Collies aren't. Are collies big? I mean, this is, you know, a survey says Saint Bernard. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, Irish setter. Okay. Collie's not a girls feud. This is like a frustrating take on the game. I'm finding. I'm gonna say reporter. Maybe like editor, photographer. I'm going to let them do it because I think they're going to fuck it up. Like, yeah, public printer, paperboy. Yeah. Okay. Typesetter. Fuck you. No one's going to type typesetter into a video game. That's funny. This sucks, man. This is a really just a bad representation of the Feud. It's certainly no Jackbox survey scramble. As California will be on the list. Come see the wildfires. New York. What's New York got? Buildings. Come look at these buildings. What else has got stuff? Like where's tourist attraction? Hawaii? Hawaii's not a bad answer. Nevada. What about Florida? Yeah, I guess Florida. Sure. Mount Rushmore's in South Dakota. All right, let's try that. Illinois. I'll try. Yeah. I'll try it. It's, we go see Sears Tower at the time when this was made. Grand Canyon in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. Washington. I go see the Space Needle, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Louisiana, because of yeah, okay. Well, I could see Louisiana just like making its way onto the list. No, apparently not. All right, shit, man. I don't know. Like, what would even be the... What? Y'all going to Maine? See some tourist attractions? Arizona and Colorado. What is actually in Colorado that you would see as a tourist attraction? The Rocky Mountains, yeah, but like... Oh, skiing and stuff. Name a color of jelly beans. Let's say red. Let's say yellow. Okay. What about like a black, like the licorice ones? Those are, yeah, those are disgusting, right? Green? Let's try blue. Let's just name colors that seem like primary and or popular. Orange, then. Okay. You think white, huh? All right, let's try white. Let's try white. Hmm. You know, you can't go and look at the board to see pink. Okay, yeah. You know, to go look at what's been answered already, like before you enter your answer and kind of get a sense of like, oh, I'm trying to find a rare one. That, you know, like there's just a lot. There's a lot of ways this could be better. Work. I'm passing it off. I'm passing it off because I don't want to play this anymore. The interface is too fucking bad. Home? Good answer. All right. Do we think we can get it? Unfortunately, we won't be able to see the answers that are in there already. Traffic. What about traffic? Oh, fuck you. Come on. It's a bad time. Just aesthetically, I think it's a really terrible take on the feud with the music and the, you know, the way they don't really show you the board. Like there's stuff that gets in the way of the game. The families themselves are stupid looking. Like as the host walks around, he's transparent. You can see through him and like all the weird background layer stuff. Like it's like that stuff just looks bad. It's a really slow paced for a thing that could just be like, yeah, whatever. You know, like there's not enough show between it. You know, there's not enough like, and here's the host talking to do this. Like there's little things they could do to try to give it something. But yeah, that's a really crummy take on Family Feud, which is sad. I don't know. Like I think that's worse than the Wheel of Fortune that we played a while back, and that's pretty far down the list. Like you'd be better off playing the Addams Family than Family Feud. You'd be better off with a copy of Roller Games. You better off with a copy of Caveman games. Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble is a better game. A Nightmare on Elm Street is a better game. But it's better than Monster Truck Rally. Yeah, it's better than Monster Truck Rally. It's our new number 352. Man, the Feud. And there you have it. There you have it. 352. That's disappointing. I don't know. Like I when I think about the time when I played a fair amount of game show games, it was around this time. It was like a lot of the stuff on there was like Card Sharks and Classic Concentration on the Commodore 64. Those were both pretty good. And yeah, there's just a lot of crappy stuff here. I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame. Speaking of crappy stuff, Pac Mantis wanted to see the next game. Oh man. Okay. You know, we were never going to escape him forever. He has returned. It's ya boy, Dizzy. The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy.
Knock, 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 open up the door, it's real.
What's Dizzy doing? Is this a telephone that he picked up? What? No, okay. Well, yeah, I mean it says fantastic right here, so I'm looking forward to it. Daisy's been captured by the evil wizard Zax, lowercase z. Only Dizzy, lowercase d, is brave and clever enough to rescue her from a terrible fate, leaving the safety of the Yoke folks' treehouse. Well, all right. All right, we've got our 3 spaces of inventory, just like a proper Dizzy game. Okay. I have to turn this down. It's killing me. Home sweet home. You're here in your very own treehouse hut, carrying nothing, and Dizzy's door key. A large, strong... I have to turn it down even further. This is... I'm all for, like, this style. Like, the Commodore 64... some of my favorite video game music exists in... Like, it sounds sort of like this, you know? But, Does the music just change every time I grab a star? The key for the ground elevator. Oh, is that going to be this? Wait, did I not want to do that? Because I took damage there. Oh, I guess from the fire, maybe? Oh, I see. Okay. It does come back down. Well, I don't think we can go this way at current time. Can I talk to this person or no? If I set the plank down? Looking like no. I can pause it. The music changing and the way it changes is so... like, hey! Wow. Great. I ate some food that lowered my damage, and then, but to get the food, I had to get in harm's way, and... Alright, guess I can't go that way. What is that? A tasty-looking cooked chicken. Do you want a tasty-looking cooked chicken? No? Okay. Well, I tried. Oh, I touched a spider. Like all good games, it does the thing where you... If you are touching a thing, your damage meter just fills up with zero reaction from the character or anything like that. And some things just straight up kill you, like that. Last life. Thank you. Oh, that's just it. Would you like a tasty cooked chicken? All I can do is really set it down. You know, I can't really. The key for Denzil's elevator. Yeah, there's just the arpeggiators and stuff that, you know, were such a classic part of the NES sound, or of the Commodore 64 sound. It is really just not well represented here on the NES. It just... I don't really see a lot of other ways to go here. I can't even climb this ladder. I cannot climb this ladder. And this is where that guy, you know, he's not going to let me by. Maybe he'll eat the chicken if I... Did that just make him run away? What the fuck just happened? Was he scared of the chicken? A heavy bag of gold coins. Hocus pocus. Well, no, 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 no. I can't remember what the original one looked like, but this is on the top, so the picture was clearly here, and you got to use the outer edges of the. At least it's not a full-on sliding like slide puzzle, and at least we can continue playing after. Oh. No, you don't want the gold coins? I thought maybe that would be a thing a pirate would be into. No? Okay. Ah! Nope, that's just another fat wall. No one wants to do this. No one actually likes these games. So am I doomed to do this over and over again until I get all the stars? Because I mean, you if you're trying to get 250 stars, and I'm leaving some of them behind here. Like, am I just fucked? Am I just fucked now? Am I just fucked now because I went here, as I went this way, we're just fucked? Like the inventory system in this game is just so it's so stupid, and you know, like you already have a sub screen here. Like, shouldn't I just be able to pick one of my objects here that I want to present to a person or something? You know, like the cycle through thing that they're doing is not, it's not better. And in order to do this, I have to hit this button a bunch of times in order to get the right key to drop. Instead of it just going like, oh, you have the thing in your inventory that solves this, so we'll just use it. It becomes like this inventory management stupid ass thing. Okay. Where was that chicken? Here it is. Ah! I guess I'm throwing the chicken and then he's chasing after it is probably what that is supposed to look like. But consider, it's just, yeah, it's weird. Yeah. Hocus pocus, busy wizzy, conjure up another dizzy. Got it. There are two of them! Hang on, let me shuffle through my pockets. Oh, it's not close enough to you. Let me shuffle through my pockets again. I don't want to do this again. Ah! It's rough out here. What is it, a crowbar? Finally. Oh, it's just like, now it's just like, hey, here you go. Excuse me. Yes! I like that the noise it makes when you pick up a star sounds like you being hit by something. Can Dizzy swim? Oh, not without a snorkel, I'm guessing. You want a board? You want a crowbar? No? You don't want any of my shit, huh? Oh, if only I had that umbrella. And to eat that just to get it off the screen so that the other thing would stop flickering so much. Oh, spooky. Ah! I like that it takes a while for the music to change. Extra crappy. Okay, just put the stars wherever, man. There's like 250 of them, so who cares? Oh, man. More extra lives. What the fuck? Okay, well, touching this leprechaun just kills me, so... I ate food. The whole point of me making that jump was because I had eaten food. See? After he respawned, he ate the food. That's exactly what we needed. No, I jumped. Oh, well, whatever. I think this is like this is better than that other Dizzy game. Okay, now we know. It's like the only objects I've passed up have been an umbrella that I couldn't easily collect. Well, you know, I wouldn't be able to have with all this other cool stuff I have. Oh, right, that shovel. I couldn't figure out how to get to that shovel, though, so... Oh, good, good. You're just fucked, man. That's... Oh, I guess I can back up. Okay. But... Oh, that guy right there. Oh, cool. It's good. It's a good game. It's a awesome. This is awesome. At least this is a break from the other action, right? I mean, What? Oh, okay. But I want this to be over real bad now. This is... I don't want to do this. I want this to be over. Okay. I've lost control, so... And it just spawns us over... This is... Is this just nighttime? A barrel of pirate's rum. Okay, so now we can go give that to that guy. We're gonna lose our plank, I guess. I don't remember it being nighttime last time we were here. You telling me this game has a day-night cycle? Or am I just in the weird night version of the world now? Gotta figure out where that pirate went. But also... Oh no, I'm walking back. Oh no, now I walk backwards. Oh no, I'm... Okay. Touch it again. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Touch fuzzy twice, get okay. I don't know where the pirate is. Okay, is this Denzil's elevator? No? Okay. All right. Okay. I don't... Oh, did it again. Was it here? No, it wasn't here. Ah, we got murdered. Now we'll never know. This is less bad than Treasure Island Dizzy. I'll say that for it. I'll say that for it. It's about all I can say for it. Oh, man. Okay. There's, so that game feels a lot more like valid or whatever. That's a weird way to put it, that game feels like a more valid pursuit than Treasure Island Dizzy in a few ways. Like it feels a little bit more sensible, I suppose. Not that, like dropping that chicken and having it scare off the rhino or whatever is maybe a little weird, but at least they put the chicken right next to where the rhino is. And there's a certain aspect of it of like, okay, you just need to put this down next to a guy and do this. And, like there's, yeah, I mean, it's very faint praise, right? But it's like, it's better than, it's better than Treasure Island Dizzy, which is part of Quattro Adventure. I would say it's better than the package, your Linus Space Heads and so on. In some ways, this feels like a more fully realized concept of the like adventure platformer, with your inventory and all of that. But at the same time, like, this is a game that like would have really benefited from just a touch of text. Like if you walked up to that pirate and hit the button, if he just said like, I ain't letting ye go past unless ye finds me rum, like something. Like there's just stuff they could have done from an adventure game standpoint there that would have made the game, I think, work a little bit better. With a little bit of text here and there. I think that would have gone a long, long way. Instead of just like bump into him and he's got a sword and you take half damage. Like there's no need for that. There's no need for just like some bullshit like, oh, you walked too far and then you took a bunch of damage. Just don't let me pass. It just doesn't need to be that way. Dizzy, it doesn't need to be that way. So the Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. Where did Quattro Adventure end? Okay, I lost it there in the shuffle. It's better than that. It's better than Super Pitfall. It's just like slightly less janky, Like Super Pitfall is also a game about a big kind of open area, but you want to talk about some nonsense bullshit. Super Pitfall has your fucking back on that and then some. This is better than Time Lord, for sure. It's better than the Feud. I would rather play this than A Nightmare on Elm Street. I think the science backs that up. This is a better game than Deadly Towers. It's better than that Port of Tubin. It's better than Mappy Land. It's better than Gilligan's Island. Yeah, it's like it's better than the Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. It's definitely better than Defenders of Dynatron City. Very similar to the Addams Family, like, you know, like definitely. Some shared influences, or, you know, or whatever you want to call it there. But this is a better game than that. I just, you know, this would benefit from a map or something. Like, I don't, you know, you having to go through those tunnels in the town are just kind of fucked up too. You know, they name the streets so you can at least like get a sense for where you're going, but like it's just these walled off areas of the street that you have to remember, like, oh, this goes to the middle section that goes from here to here, and this one goes to the section of the street where the pirate is, and this goes, you know, like those sorts of things are really annoying. But this is better than Platoon. This is better than Mickey Mousecapade, but not as good as Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It's not as good as Puss in Boots: Perrow's Great Adventure. It's better than Platoon. It's not as good as Shinobi. It's not as good as Yoshi. Like, Renegade's a better game. Clue Land is a better game. Street Fighter 2010 is a better game. But you know what? Dizzy's better than The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I mean, these are fantastic adventures. Tom Sawyer, these are just adventures. So it's our new number 284. The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. Okay. Let's give this some time to copy. And there you can see it. Right there. The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. It's compared to some of this other stuff, man, like Dizzy feels like a warm hug at this point. That's where we're at down here with some of this stuff that's below this. It's just like, oh man. All right, next up, well, yeah, we'll go with this one based on the time we have remaining here. Let's see. This is a licensed video game, and it's a licensed video game. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. 1991 Fox Children's Network. Oh, I didn't know that I guess they must have made a cartoon based on Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I don't remember that, but okay. This was a movie in like the 70s or something, and then they made a couple of sequels, and then at some point they must have made a cartoon. Like, I don't know who bought the rights to the franchise that they decided that they were gonna put it back together. Oh, I thought that this looked like Lisa Simpson running around, and seeing the Imagineering name out of your friends in Glen Rock, New Jersey, home of Acclaim, I believe, as well. Yes, your awfulness. Are you talking about the game or? Sand zucchini will be tomato paste. Ha, 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 ha. A gang of 5 is in this? What the hell is going? We got a mummy tomato, a vampire tomato. Okay. Sure. This is still the intro. Imagineering, they've made a lot of bad games. Wait, why will achievements be disabled? Whatever, whatever. Am I safe in the light? Looking like no. B doesn't seem to do a single thing. And so I'm left with this. Do I have to jump on the heads of these things? Okay, okay. We can crush the tomatoes. Makes sense. This is fucking terrible. It's weird in some ways. This feels like the most normal game that this developer made. I'm running around and jumping on the heads of things like it's a proper video game. Try again, tomato face. Oh, thanks. This running noise is... Do I think I can get back up there? Or do I just have to jump? Nope, can't jump. Cannot jump, in fact. Well, I mean... Okay, no, just fucked. Okay, don't get the bag, I guess. Don't get the red bag. Try again, tomato face. Oh, I see. Ah! It was a trick! Or I wasn't fast enough, I guess. I don't know. Now I'm obsessed with trying to do this. Okay. The movement is so, like, the noise compared to the movement is really weird. And why is this room here at all? There's like nothing in here. Oh, okay. There something up there that okay. Something up there that just looked like it faded into the background, I guess. I don't know. The sliding concept is like kind of fun. Ah! Oh, okay. I had to push down there. That was not immediately obvious. What do you think? Jump off the screen this way? Is that the intended? It's not. It's not. Well, now what? What did I do that makes anything different this way? Like, what? Did I get something? Did I pick up an item? Or that? It like automatically walked me through there in a way that as soon as I had gained control, I took a hit. This feels like the most, like... Like, hey, we, you know... Hey, we used to make Atari 2600 games, and were not known for having depth. Like, it feels like, hey, we made it, whoa, oh, didn't even get, like, a death animation there, just a respawn. It's like, hey, I don't know. We made, you know, Mario jumps on the guys. That's what Mario does, and people love that game. So we're gonna make a game. You run, you know, yeah, we're making a game. You run and you jump on the heads of the tomatoes. From the cartoon, yeah, the tomato cartoon. I made Atari games, so I remember it when it was a movie in the 70s, but as an Atari 2600 game creator. That's my touchstone for all this. But whatever, you kids like you got your own take on Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I think that's beautiful. They made sequels, like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yeah, the first one I want to say was like late 70s, and then they made 2 more. Now we're gaming. And so the idea that this became a kid's cartoon in the 90s is like very fucking weird. But not that weird. I don't know, like a bunch of... For the same reason, like it's weird that Addams Family got a video game and that they brought those movies back and that sort of stuff. Can I go this way at all? No. I'm get in the hole, whoever you are. Yeah, the problem with this game is it's not good. That's its main issue is that like all of this is functional. I mean, it's like a 1-button game, you know? It's I'm just walking around and jumping. It feels about as mindless as you could get. Now what? I don't... Oh, fuck you. Aha. Okay, so I take damage hitting that one, I guess, huh? Oh. Oops, shit. I can't get back, can I? Yeah. No. Okay, well, whatever. Its movement is so stilted and just like not, yeah, it's... Like the attack patterns and stuff just again have that real simplistic kind of Atari vibe to them as well, you know? Like, the fuck is that? Looks like I can... Oh... whatever. And what was the end of it? A bag. This, yeah, it's weird, man. So, like, this is... In some ways, this feels like the best game this developer made. I mean, I suppose we have not played everything they have made, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be a boy and his blob fan. Okay. Congratulations, you got the bag that restores 1 health, and then you took 1 damage getting it, so... Suck it forever, says the video game. Fuck it. No, that's bad. It's difficult to do either way, I guess. You know, this is, this could be a lot worse, I guess I would say. It's a really... I mean, they didn't have what, Gary Kitchen's name on it, so I don't know. But it's got, you know, it is merely a weird bad platformer with multiple paths, or rather probably just one path through the level, but you know, some side areas to go to, excuse me. But it's like it's just clunky enough. It feels like almost clockwork, like you're controlling a wind-up toy. It's just this stilted kind of movement that doesn't feel right on the ground. Part of that is because I think the audio of the running noise doesn't match the animation of the run, and that makes the whole game feel sickly somehow. Like, it just feels bad to control. I don't think it's actually bad to control per se. Like, you have decent air movement and whatever else. Like, you can do what you want to do, but it's because of the running audio being weirdly off time with the rate at which you're moving. Like, that feeling wrong makes the whole game feel worse. Which is always a weird one. So there's not a lot going for it. It's okay. Better than the average Imagineering game, that's for sure. But like not in a way that, not in a like a quantifiable way where you're like, oh, this is significantly, it's like on that low bar, like they're clearing it. But then compared to the rest of the library, you're like, but actually, that's not true. Ghoul School is probably actually a better game than that. In fact, what are we looking at here? Let's think about it. I mean, it's no Russian attack. It's no golf. Certainly not as good as Jaws. You'd be better served by a copy of Solstice, the Quest for the Staff of Deimos. It's no tennis. Do you think, is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes better or worse than Dino Wars, the destruction of Spondylus? Laos? No. It's worse. It's worse than Dino Wars. It's worse than Spelunker. It is no wood and or water rage. Well, it's better than wood. It's probably not as good as water, but wood's very good. Wood offsets the water by quite a lot. A lot of heavy lifting from your friend Wood there. Yeah, it's, we're scrolling through this stuff. Like, it's better than Captain Comic The Adventure. But it's like kind of it's no Zen Intergalactic Ninja. This is a weird list. It's a weird list. It's not as good as Battletoads. It's no Gremlins 2. It's better than the Karate Kid. It's better than the Karate Kid. It is. It's. I mean, it's not as good as Ninja Kid. No, it's a little better than Ninja Kid. It's no Captain Skyhawk. It's not as good as Skate or Die. It's no Tecmo Baseball. All right, it's our new number 242. It's our new number 242. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. All right, congratulations to the 407 games on our list. We did not get to Wall Street Kid, which Adam and Raymond wanted to see because they hate me. No, I don't know. Wall Street Kid, we'll take a look at that next time and see how it all goes. Thanks everybody for watching. And remember, if you want to influence the list, patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Join the advisory panel today. I'm on the Discord, hang out. We're doing stuff, chopping it up, talking about video games. And you can watch that PS5 unboxing that has my foot in it if you're into that sort of thing. That's what Patreon's really for. All right, everybody. I'll see you next Friday with more of this.